Jose Guzman from Mendez Gym, one of the coaches. Actually, he's a professional boxer, and he became a coach. How you feeling now, bro?
I feel great, man.
I see you got under management 2 fighters, female fighters, right?
Yeah.
But
Most of my fighters now are female. So
female.
It's interesting. 'Cause I never would have thought we'd be trading female.
How does it work for you, like to work with female boxers instead of male boxers?
It's stressful. Dealing with female fighters is very stressful. You know, they're very emotional, but they do train harder than the guys. You know, but it can be tough sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I say it like this, and I give a respect to female boxers because I always call any female boxer. It doesn't matter if she wins or loses. In my eyes, they're champions because they're like Wonder Woman. After, like, let's say they're sparring, they do something over here in the gym, and if they marry, I would say they have to go back, you know, attend the kids, make breakfast, or do what. And if it is us, you know, I think we're done. The energy is gone. I don't know. Can you tell me of that, if it is true or not?
No, it's true, you know, because most of these females, they have lives outside of the gym, you know, and not only that, they got to deal with their female emotions, and, you know, it's tough, you know, but and somehow, I always say, the females train harder than the guys. They give you more than the guys.
Yeah, I always hat off and give it respect because I said, you know, I don't think I will have the same energy as them, like, let's say, to go and do all these things like cook, you know, watch the kids or do this, do that. That's something very impressive, but, you know, I know you have somebody, you know, very soon fighting. Is that Rebecca Rosenberg or?
Yeah, I have Rebecca and I have J-Lo fighting. They both fight tomorrow, and you know, but they're in shape. They work hard every day at the gym, so I know they're gonna do good.
They're getting in there and you know, making them, you know, themselves, you know, getting ready for, you know, the big moment, I would say, because I always said, and a lot of people, when I ask this question, you know, what does it feel like the first, you know, fight when they turn as a pro? It's everything, I think.
Yeah, definitely. A pro debut is always gonna be nerve-wracking. You know, I still remember my pro debut. When I was wrapping my hands in the locker room, there was so many thoughts going through my head. You know, so it's always gonna be nerve-wracking. Every fight is always nerve-wracking. You know, you never get over that. You know, I had over 200 amateur fights, 21 professional fights, and
all the, you know, things that goes in your mind.
After the first punch, you know, all the thoughts go away.
You let it go, everything.
After that first punch, you forget about everything.
And then you realize it's only you and the opponent, and that's it.
After that becomes a war.
Yeah, man. I mean, I always said, you know, respect for anybody. Like I said, whether loses or wins, you know, I always say it takes 2 opponents to make a fight.
Yeah, I mean, I respect anybody that gets in the ring. Anybody, you know, because not anybody can step through those ropes and get punched in the face. You know? It's easy to, you know, sit outside and judge these fighters, but...
Or criticize.
Yeah, and criticize. It's easy. That's easy. If you get in there and get punched in the face for a living, you know, or like these amateur fighters, you know, for a hobby, you know, it takes a lot. It's very tough. A lot of people do not get that.
No, there's a lot of people sometimes they just say because they don't want to say, but like let's make an example. Sometimes people don't know how to even joke the rope or something like that. So not even to run a mile.
A lot of people they only see what goes on when a fight is in the ring, but they don't know all the hard work before a fight that it takes, all the hard training, the miles you run. You know, what you go through getting ready for a fight. They never see that. And also, they never see what a fight goes through after a fight, you know? Especially pro fighters. After a fight, most of these fighters end up going to the hospital, you know, getting stitched up, you know? It's a tough business, and you have to respect fighters, you know? Doesn't matter if they're not as good as these world champions. Every fighter should be respected equally.
It's true, man. I agree 100% because, you know, these days sometimes people criticize, even if someone loses a fight. You know, I always say, you know, in my opinion, I give it the respect because even if it loses a fight, I say, hey, you put a lot of, you know, work on that, and you know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes things go wrong for the fighter that lost the fight, and what can we say? You just gotta, you know, keep your head up and train harder again in order to come back.
I always say, you know, just going there, fighting the best fight. You know, people are gonna talk. People always gonna talk. You know, if you love it, you just keep doing it. You know, do what you gotta do.